Eli was somebody who loved Eretz Yisrael, who loved the land, that even at his, when he wasn't necessarily so religious, he had this love of the land. And, the question is why? Why is somebody who's not necessarily involved in Torah mitzvot at this moment? At the end, he came back, but what kept him here? And the answer is that the Jewish neshama, the Jewish soul, has a very deep connection to this land. And our goal, the family's goal, is to help the world realize this very deep connection which the Jewish soul has to the Jewish land. And through that, the only way how do we reveal the Jewish soul is through acts of goodness and kindness going forward. Avat Yisrael, mitzvot, hidur mitzvah, tzedakah, whatever it is, each and every person in their own way to make the world a better place. Through that reveals the Jewish neshama, and by automatically reveals the love that every neshama has for this land.
How do you connect or think about the fact that he was killed so close to the Western Wall?
After he'd been in the army and he was in Gaza and they were shooting not rockets but mortars at him. And at that stage he wasn't so religious. And we went to the Kotel on a Friday night. He said to me, "1 second, man, I have to go thank God. I've just been through. I didn't know at that stage. None of us knew what he'd actually been through. He only told us about a year and a half later about what had actually happened on the Gaza border." And he went. I got to talk to the big man upstairs. Just say to him. So what I think about where Eli was killed, I'll tell you, Eli wouldn't have had it any other way. He always said to me when we walked through. Also, as somebody who's also in the army, always used to talk about when we used to walk through about first of all, the thousands of Jews that have been through here and the thousands of years that we've been passing through this Ir HaTikah, whether it's to the Beit HaMikdash or to the Kotel. And Eli used to say to me about how much Jewish blood has been spilt in these streets. And I can tell you that Eli was never going to be the guy who was going to pass away at 120 from a heart attack. He was either going to be in Milchama, was either going to be in a pigur terror, was either going to be out there doing something, making a difference. He was never just going to go quietly. That's Eli. It's not that kind of guy. So the fact that he went al Kiddush Hashem in the Ir HaTikah, close to the Kodesh HaKodashim, he would have asked for nothing less, and he wouldn't have expected from himself nothing less for that to be so. So there's no need to be sad in a way that, wow, this is what a way to go. This is the way that Eli would have wanted to go. There's no question.
What do you hope to see from the state at this point?
At this point, because I've seen nothing from the state in terms of our leadership, I don't know, I don't expect anything because it's too late. It's too late for now. The only thing I expect is action. I know there's been action. I have friends in the army. I have friends in the Shabak. I know there's been lots of action posts. I know the military and the security is in process. I understand. But as a leader, as somebody to get up and to say that Am Yisrael, we are against these actions, we condemn them, we haven't heard. And unfortunately, it's too late. Bibi Netanyahu was here yesterday. I could see the anger, the absolute anger that he had, that it's a situation, that this was somebody who carried the same Teudat Zehut that I carry, a blue Teudat Zehut, who my taxes, and if it was an Oleh Chadash, at my taxes, pay his school to teach kids to hate Jews in the old city is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And we as a nation, what I expect from the nation, not from the Memshalah because it's too late. I expect from the nation to get up and say, we do not stand for this. We do not stand for our taxes to be used for these things. What we went through I was being asked to pay about payment for a grave for my brother the day of the Levaya. The nation needs to get up and say, we do not stand for this. We have Bituach Leumi, we have all these Mosdot, we have all these organizations, and they need to take care of these things. I'm not calling out any particular organization. We're not a political family, and I'm not making political statements here. I'm not calling out left ring, right ring. That's not what we're here for. But I'm saying that we need. I'm talking to the leaders of our country. Am Yisrael, Rotzim Lishmoa. The nation wants to hear how you feel about this. Unfortunately, again, as I said, it's too late. You've missed the boat. You should have made a statement the day it happened, and not a Twitter statement, a press conference. Wherever you guys do press conferences, and you should have spoken out against it, but you didn't. And that message is very clear. The fact that you didn't do anything is even bigger than the fact that if you had done something. It shows that unfortunately, yes, it may touch you personally, but you guys don't care. But Am Yisrael cares. So it's irrespective of what you think. Am Yisrael cares, and we will stand up and we will take a stance.